Hello, my name is Jill. Today I have a problem. The problem is that I have to terraform Mars before building the planet city on Mars. And another problem is that with current technology, people cannot build the city on Mars. Or maybe if people spend more money on it, it might be possible. And the Mars is where the people are having interest of the most terraforming than Moon or other planets, since it has water, solid water on the top, and also has water underneath the crust. And also, it is the day in there is also the time in there is very similar to Earth. That's why lots of people, including Elon Musk, is interested into terraforming the Mars, so it will be habitable for all people. So I did put some three or five keywords that is connected to this topic. So first one is terraform, since the problem and my goal is to terraform Mars and to kind of make the planet city of it, so people can live there. And the people are trying to live in Mars since Earth is dying, like she said, and Earth, like because of the climate change and all the different things happening on Earth, I think like people will eventually like kind of evacuate to somewhere in space, and I think Mars is one of the options. And another one is the base. Oh, so like it's like similar to planet cities. It's like they have to build a base on the Mars to live, right? And the gravity is another factor. One factor that that humans cannot live on Mars. And the Mars's gravity is third time weaker than Earth. So because like scientists have the research that uh, if you live on low gravity environment, your bones decay. So when you return to the Earth after living on Mars, you might have a problem walking. So you have to kind of make a solution to this gravity, and the solution can be like doing exercise regularly, or maybe making an artificial gravity. So another keyword is radiation. In Earth, there's magnetic fields that protects Earth from the radiation that suns make, but Mars doesn't have those, so it gets stroked by the radiation without any protections. So, we can do like different solutions, like making an artificial magnetic fields, or maybe even building a mirror that can reflect the sunlight, but or the radiation. But these have some problems. But that's why they don't believe, and they don't have made currently because of these two main problems. Do you have any questions?
Why choose Mars? Because Mars is not an Earth-like planet. I mean, there are a lot of Earth-like planets like the Keplers. So why would you opt to choose a non-Earth-like planet over the Earth-like planets like Keplers?
Because Kepler and the other like planets are very far from Earth, so it will take much more time to send resources there and our persons there, and it will take more money. While Mars is one of the closest planets on Earth, which is like yeah, and so it is the environment. Like even though currently we cannot live, like the habitat is a little bit similar with the water and the gravity and the time. So this is like one of the solutions to like second. It can be the second Earth after terraforming.
But is it more? But Keplers are more habitable than Mars, right?
Even though it's more habitable, it is more for farther, which is the main reason that people are most focusing on Mars. Because like if it's closer, it can send much more faster and much more. It's cheaper, and so it would be better than Moon, since Moon is very like much more smaller land and also very low in gravity, so it will be harder to build than Mars.
Okay, so do you think terraforming Mars is the best solution to continue the humanity?
I think that's the best one. Like include and also building on the moon base. since and also maybe even though humans cannot terraform Mars, maybe we can use this as a farming place. Maybe you can put many different greenhouses in order to grow plants, since in Earth we're running out of spaces and things to eat.
Okay, so let's say they are building Planet City already there, and they are asking for volunteers to go to Mars. So are you willing?
I am willing because like in Mars you can have much more opportunity to earn money, like getting like asteroids which is filled with precious materials like gold and other things that are not common in Earth, and also you can I think it's a very fun experience to go to Mars, and I would, like yeah, my dream was always being a scientist and astronaut. So, yeah, so I wish I can go there.
Okay. Wow.
So here I wrote 6 steps to how to terraform Mars, and there could be different ways, but I think this is the safest and the cheapest way to terraform Mars. So the first one is preventing cosmic radiation from the reaching the surface. As I said in the keywords, radiation is a problem on Mars. So you have to kind of make like I said, making an artificial like magnetic fields, or maybe building a glass, or maybe they can be built other solutions like building a dome which cover with moon Mars dust or other things that can prevent from radiation from hitting it. And two is adjusting the average planetary temperature and adding the atmosphere mass to allow water on the surface, which can be done in the same time. So these two can be there's different ways of doing this, but one of the ways that scientists and people in NASA and SpaceX is thinking is that we can see lots of nuclear bombs in there. Like in Earth, nuclear bombs causes lots of greenhouse gases, which can like rise the planetary temperature and also rebuild the water inside, so it will cause less work. Or maybe another solution is shooting lasers so it can melt the surfaces, which can make the atmosphere.
So why nuclear?
Because as I said, nuclear bombs are and like very good in causing like greenhouse gases, or they can be other ways, like maybe like getting some greenhouse gases, or like and putting up in the atmosphere, Mars atmosphere, but using like melting like but nuclear bombs I think is the easiest and the cheapest to condition, and the fastest one, since if you don't have to keep carrying like one nuclear bomb carries a lot of greenhouse gases.
Would it be risky to terraform Mars that way?
It might be risky because like as for nuclear bombs, like there will be like nuclear substances on Mars, so maybe humans have to wear like radiation, maybe a protection gears, but those things disappears after about like century, which can take time, which is like about the time about like which like Earth where people will reach the their step. And before like I think like to finish all of these, this would take at least 1,000 to a millennia, since because like maybe if the future can like have more technologies, maybe they can do it faster. But I don't think this will be it's like average like 1,000 to a millennia, so 1,000 years to millennia. So and the fourth is adjusting the amount of water on the surface of the depth. Like in Earth with the climate change, maybe some parts are having a flood while some places are too dry. So we have to evenly distribute the water so like everyone everywhere will be safe. And then the fifth one is adjusting oxygen nitrogen amount and the balance, and removing the toxic substance in the atmosphere. It can do by maybe like setting up like or like air tanks, or maybe melting a stone that can be when it's melted it can turn into air oxygen. So it had to be like very like very similar amount of oxygen nitrogen in the atmosphere, or else people will not be able to breathe. And yes. Do you have any questions? Yes. And this is one of the pictures I think will be that might be on Mars after terraforming. So you can see like basically there's a big city here where the people will usually live, and there's kind of a factory that produces energy and grow plants. I think I'm not sure, but all of these are like earning energy with different ways. Like this one, like solar energy, hydro energy, geothermal energy, and also like nuclear energy, and maybe burning coal. This can help get like energy, and this should be, I think, yeah, this is correct to be like on like the far away places, because like this can like kind of like, especially nuclear, it can erupt and cause the very hard like destructions on human living. So I think, yeah, so distribute those two so it will like guarantee safety.
But it looks the proximity of the proximity of these plants are not ideal for terraforming Mars because they're close to each other, right?
Yes, and you said that they are risky, right?
So like I'm not sure of which scale is this, but actually I think like the distance between them is actually large, even though it looks similar maybe, and maybe like yeah, that might be possible, and also and maybe like these parts are not where like lots of people live, while instead this is where the most people live, so it will be safer, at least than living in here, right? Any questions? So this is my space city I made, and yes. So this is the space city, or the planet city I'm going to build on Mars. As you can see, there's a Mars here, and there's a dome in the middle that will help protect this space city from space radiations and other harmful stuffs, and to keep the air inside of this planet city. And if you can see in here, there's and you can see in the like first there's this is the spaceport I built with the like the airplane wouldn't look exactly like this, but like space shuttles, but like I made this, and also like this can be like the runways of to this can be used to move from city to cities, because I will put like the same thing in lots of places on Mars, since like each one can hold about 100 people, I think. And there's also a rocket that will help people go to the Earth, back to the Earth, or arrive from Earth. And this one is the maybe the park, I guess, but and this is the trees, and this is the like kind of the fountain, so people can kind of imagine like natures, because like people like people should be touching grasses literally. Like if they're like leaving those for long, they will kind of miss Earth, so they want to be in the environment like that. And so this one I haven't any put details, but this is actually a lab, and there's also a lab behind it that where like scientists work like outside, I think, and kind of work there. And here you can see is in this orange one, it is a school where like students live, and like and where the students study, of course. And then this one is actually the market, so people can buy stuff. And inside of this tower should be actually here should be actually a farming place, but I couldn't find a picture for it, so I kind of this. And also in the middle there is this tower, and at the top this will be the watchtower to watch, to kind of take a look at the people. And this the bottom part will be used as a nuclear energy power plant in case the solar panels on the roof of the houses won't work. And you can see that the houses is surrounding most of the city, around the city. This is because so people people can go to public places without much walking, and and there's also solar panels in the top to get solar energy. And also these are white since right reflects most of the heat than the black. So it will make them feel much cooler and much less hotter, and it will make them feel warmer on cold days and hotter on cold days. Yes. Do you have any questions?
Yes. Well, it took billions of years building this planet. So you said that it will take more than that to build your space city. And you cannot live that alone, can you? So
Yeah.
how would you translate that to a more realistic goal? Like you can't live that long. So how would you translate this goal of yours into a more realistic one, achievable one?
Maybe we can like I can like kind of improve this to make it more realistic and maybe more possible version. And also I can kind of and I can like kind of like tell my like later generations to look at this and kind of improve, because I don't know in the future maybe they can like have like flying like this don't like fly, or maybe like I don't know. Then like in the future like nobody know what happens. So maybe they have like strange thing in the future which can make this much better or more realistic.
But this is your space city, right? So how do
Yes.
you plan to translate this to the next generation? If you cannot live that long, you will be probably older than the next generations. So if they have no idea about this, how would you translate and relay your space city to the next generation?
Maybe I can just show this presentation, or maybe I can explain to them what it like all each of this means and how they can like and make a maybe big better version of this so they can understand better, or maybe use symbols that they can like use it better. Yes. Thank you.